Alright, good morning from Pismo Beach. It's beautiful here. Slightly cold, but it kind of always is in the morning. Beautiful beach behind me. It's a little bit less windy this morning, which is great because yesterday's afternoon was a bit aggressive. That wind will kind of beat you up, especially crosswinds like that. One other thing to mention, last night, so back behind us here on that peninsula is the Vandenberg Space Force Base, which I didn't know. I didn't realize Space Force had a base out here. I guess it makes sense. You probably saw the Space Coast video that I did. So I've now ridden past 2 Space Force bases on both coasts. It's pretty awesome. But they fired off a rocket last night, a SpaceX satellite rocket. And we could see it from here. It was glowing yellow and orange in the sky. It was pretty cool. And it got very high in the sky. And then all of a sudden a dull roar just like swept over the hotel. It was crazy. So it took, I don't know how long, a half an hour maybe, 20 minutes for the sound of the rocket to travel from that peninsula all the way over there to here. That was crazy. That was unbelievable. It kind of sounded like maybe a low-flying jet, but then you could tell it was like a deep, deep, deep rumble, and it kind of washed over us and then went past. It was crazy. So that was pretty cool to see, though. I haven't seen a rocket launch, I don't think ever. So it was my first one. It was cool. But we're gonna head south back towards LA. Be a little bit more highway miles. I'm not sure how much I'll film, but it's actually a really good test for just that Street Glide Limited at speed. We did a little bit yesterday, and even with the crosswind, that bike was solid as a rock, rode right through it. It was awesome. So we're gonna head back. So far there are no, I think the whales are still all asleep. There's none of them out there right now. And yeah, I'm just gonna have a coffee, enjoy the view a little bit, and then we're gonna hit the road and see what we can find, see what we see on our way back to LA. Let's go. All right, here we go. We are sadly leaving the Seacrest Oceanfront Hotel, one of my favorite places. But we are gonna roll down south along the PCH. We're going to cut inland and do 154, go up over the mountains into Santa Barbara. Which is a beautiful, beautiful ride. Kind of go inland past the lake. I forget the name of the lake there, but that's going to be beautiful. But I would say goodbye, Pismo. You were awesome as always. I cannot get over yesterday. Like I said, I've stayed here probably 4 times, and I've not seen that many whales. I think we just timed it right this time of year, man. The amount of spouts, and they were just all clearly like circling and feeding. It was incredible. That was really cool to see. And then you can see, well, you can't see in the camera, I bet, but you can see the Space Force Base over there. Shut off the rocket last night, which that was cool to see. It was not really capturable by the camera, but it was cool to see and to feel. Incredible. Man, just the views up here are amazing. Look at that. Anybody who lives in Pismo, man, I don't know that I could go to work. I would just sit here and stare at the ocean all day. Alright, we're going to jump on the freeway. Heading southeast towards Los Angeles. So we're going to take the long way a little bit, as usual. Let's go.
gorgeous, sunny California day to be out riding motorcycles. Mid-60s, not a cloud in the sky, and now we're heading onto the 154. Just go the back way over past Lake Cachuma and the back way into Santa Barbara, over the mountains. Oh man, this whole central part of California is just gorgeous with the rolling hills and the trees. So awesome. Let's go.
Tony's Pizzeria, which is a recommendation. Surfers Point. It's supposed to be really good, so I think this is and it's right off the freeway, super easy, right off of the 101. Jump down here into Ventura, and get some pizza. I'm excited. I've never eaten here before. I've been in this area many times, and I've never eaten here. So it's always fun. It's always fun to find a cool kind of new place to eat. They got a whole like awesome patio over here. I dig it. This place is cool. All right, Tony's Pizza. It was good. I liked it. Kind of a flat New York style pizza, very tasty. We played a little bit of beanbag. Go to Tall's video and ask him how it went. I'll let him tell you. But now we're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna swing through Ventura Harley-Davidson. Go check that out, and then keep making our way back to Los Angeles. We're almost there. Probably going down the coast again because why not? Made it back, dropped the bikes off, hanging out at the hotel here. What a beautiful day. Incredible views. I told you, I've said 100 times in this video, I never get sick of riding the PCH. It's so amazing. And yeah, it was that Street Glide Limited is really an awesome bike. If you are a Batwing guy and you want a bike to go across the country and back in pure comfort, that is the bike to get. Like I said, the only things that I would change is I would raise the bars up a little bit. They're actually comfortable to where they're at for long distance riding. Like, you know, it's kind of like down just a little bit. I would prefer them up slightly. The only time for me that it gets in the way is just slow speed maneuvers, because it kind of gets into my my knees. But I'm 6'1", so a little bit on the taller side. So just for that, I would only raise them up a little bit. I don't want them above the fairing for the kind of riding that this bike is designed for, but just up a little bit. The seat is unbelievably comfortable. Probably, no, I'm gonna go out and say it is the most comfortable stock seat ever. Heated, front and back, passenger and rider, really comfortable. You know, you have the lowers, just the whole thing, the LEDs front to back. It's just a really nice bike. And I would be tempted to get one for sure. I might go, I think I'd probably still lean the Road Glide, mostly for the handlebar position, but I love the look of the new Street Glide fairings. It just looks awesome. So, I don't know. Well, like I said, the milkshake storage just really, I don't know, I would miss it. So, that's probably the biggest thing. But I hope you enjoyed the ride up to the PCH, Pismo, Ventura KOA. They were awesome. And yeah, just thanks for watching. As always, hit the link below for some full tank adventure gear. It's a great way to support the channel. The best way to support the channel, honestly, other than watching this video if you got here to the end. So yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you later.